18th week of the hard work. Actually, if I show it with my fingers, it's gonna be like 10 and 8. This is an amazing progress, my friend. For 18 weeks straight, I've been recording to this channel relentlessly. Now, sure, some weeks I've missed out on a couple of days, but that's pretty much it, if we're being honest, right? So, I have huge news to share with you, my friend, and it is going to be unbelievably good. What do I mean by this? So, you see, this whole week I was grinding like a fucking beast, and I actually mean it. I was seriously grinding on my work, and this week I did something unimaginable and almost impossible for me to think of beforehand. So, essentially, you probably know about my other channel, my other business, which is called the Blender Blacksmith, right? I wonder why am I speaking to the microphone if it's not turned on? It's completely different, sorry. So, you, my friend, know that I have another channel, another business, which is called the Blender Blacksmith. It is mostly about 3D and Blender. Basically, it should be obvious by its own name, which is Blender. But I had a very serious problem with this thing. Everything else was nailed down except this one single thing. Can you guess what that is? Right, it was traffic. Apparently, the only thing I was lacking at is the traffic source. Everything else was nailed down. The sales system, the offer, the pricing, whatever you name, was nailed down except that this one thing. And you know how I understood that? Is because even without traffic, I got my first sale. Think about this. Ain't nobody got a first sale. What that means is your offer is so fucking good that people, even without properly knowing who you are ready to pay you. Just think for that. Like, just think about it for a second. Now, the solution to this was simple, which is the rule of 300. And the rule of 300 says you have to do 100 minutes per day recording content, not necessarily like videos like this. It can be like posting on social media. It is also considered as creating content. Then it comes number two, 100 minutes commenting on people's posts, and 100 minutes, which is third one, to DM or outreach to people. And by doing this, like this, the rule of 300 in the right place, you are meant to get people who are ready, like, to buy stuff from you, basically. I'll be honest. Just do this rule of 300 and you're good to go. But apparently, the problem was, specifically in my case, like I can speak only for myself, is that I would barely find people, like the kind of people that shared the pain, the struggle that my ideal avatar had. And I'm only specifically right now talking about the school platform. I'm not talking about any other platform, right? And so, essentially, just about a week ago, me and my friends, we were having a chat, talking about some random stuff. And I don't remember exactly what he said, but, like, one of my friends. But I remembered something that was a long time ago. And let me explain. So, a couple of years ago, I was working as a realtor, like a real estate agent. Let's call it that way. And in there, we had a Telegram bot, and its job, the bot's job, was only to monitor all the Telegram chat groups in the city that we were in. So there were like 10, 20 different kind of Telegram chats, right? And the bot's only job is to find people with the keywords. The keywords were as like such as I am looking for a house. I want to rent. I'm interested in house, real estate, blah 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 blah. Everything like related to real estate. And basically with this bot alone, we were getting at least hundreds of leads per day. And when I remembered that, I just thought to myself, well, why can't I make my own bot? But not only the one that checks the school, but rather the one that checks all the platforms available. That's when I came up with my amazingly intelligent, smart, very good bot. I called it the lead monitor. Basically, the idea is simple. My bot is going to different kind of platforms. Discord, YouTube, Reddit, school, and so on. Its only job is to find people who are similar to my ideal avatar, which is the one that has like the pain of tutorial hell. He's struggling to model a sword. Yeah, a sword, you heard me right. And basically, he's in such a pain that he is willing to pay money for that. Just think about it. Now, surely, this may sound easy to do, but it was not. Like, I spent on this spot to perfect it out, to make it somewhat workable, a whole week. And interestingly enough, I did not know about coding at all. Seriously, AI did everything for me. I just typed in the prompt, hey I want to do this kind of bot. Is it possible? It said yes. And then I was like, okay, then let's start the work. Let's start the hustle. And then a week passed. Like, first couple of days, it was complete atrocious. It wouldn't work properly. It would bug a lot. There were so many bugs. Like, I wish I could show you everything, right? But then, like, after getting better and better and better, keep failing at beginning, I got so better at this that I made a properly functioning and working bot. And now every single day it brings me about 50 to 100 leads that I can message right now. I can outreach to them right now. And it's only a matter of a time when I'm gonna close those leads to make them my own clients. With this thing, I have very, very big ambitions. Because, let's be honest, the reason why I've made this bot in the first place is because I was going through immense amount of pain. I felt stuck, felt unsure. I didn't know what to do, how to do, why to do. But now, with this bot alone, everything is gonna work just fine. And if this bot helps me bring paid clients, and only to me. I will also give this bot to my friends to test out, and if they also get paid clients, I will make this bot my offer, my new offer. I will start selling this bot to people, and then we'll see whether or not freaking bugs, man. Then we'll see whether or not this is gonna make me money. And unlike my current offer, which costs $1K, if you didn't know, this one is gonna cost $5,000. You may think it sounds insane, but it's not. And I'll explain you why. You see, it is easier to sell something that is guaranteed to bring you money backwards. Does it make sense? So, if I'm teaching you a skill, like I can sell it for less money than if I sell you the possibility and the guarantee of you making more money with my help. And so, I either do it like one time, which is like $5,000 or $10,000. Still, the final price is like, I don't really know what's gonna be the final price because I can only determine that once I have the data. If let's say this bot generates me hundreds of leads per day, which already does, and out of these 100 leads per day, which is like 3,000 per month, out of those 30, not 30, out of those 3,000, I made, like I closed 10 or 20 clients out of 3,000. Now, it will be really cool, I'll be honest. But that's possible too. That's a completely different story. So out of those 3,000, if I close 5, 10 people, the price is gonna change. Then, as I said, I'm gonna give it to my friends, and if they also got the same results and or even bigger results, like firstly I'm gonna ask for a testimonial, which is obvious. Then, bro, I hate this freaking but oh my goodness. Okay, then what we're gonna do is based on data, we're gonna set a price. I genuinely believe this can help a lot of people because it helped me already. I've messaged a couple of people with this thing. I've got many leads. Fucking, but I'm not sure if you can see this motherfucker. Bro. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully the bot thing makes sense to you right now. So, I'm not gonna talk about the features of it because it has many features, but that's a complete different story. Now, I wanna also talk about the other thing, which is I'm gonna start developing my own video game. Just how cool that sounds. I'm not gonna go into a detail, but the only thing I'm gonna say it's gonna be in Roblox. Like on Roblox. The reason why on Roblox and not on Steam is because Roblox is easier. Like it has Lua script, which is like it's very simple. AI can easily code in Lua like language. That's number one. Number two, Roblox has a lot of like audience players. Every single day it has like millions, tens of or hundreds of millions of players worldwide, which is crazy. And they all play pretty much games every single day. And the other thing was on Steam, if you're complete new, like a newbie, a noob, for you to make like at least one sale with your game on Steam is hundreds of times harder than you to do it with Roblox. And so that's why I've decided that I'm gonna make my game in Roblox. And it's also like much simple. I'm gonna learn a lot of stuff with it. Isn't it great? I know, right? That's why I decided that I'm gonna spend every single day, or not every single, but just like once in a while, every second, third day, I'm gonna spend a couple of hours developing my own game, step by step. It is gonna be expandable. What I've learned from other developers is that you don't have to necessarily make the whole game right now. Take Poppy Playtime as an example. They started with just chapter 1. They didn't start with all the chapters right away, right? They did not. They started with chapter 1, it got popular, and then slowly, every single year, they were updating the game and adding new chapters. Every single year. Take some other developers as an example. Let's say if you have played the Roblox, there's a game called Blox Fruits. It is a huge game, like I'll be honest. To develop a game like this, you would need a team of developers, like all of them should be skilled with experience. And you should spend like 2, 3, maybe 5 years to develop the same game. To get to like the same level, what I mean. But they also didn't start with that. They made their first prototype, the beta, the alpha, whatever you call it, in I believe 10 years ago or something. It was so simple. They only had like one island, two types of enemies, and just a couple of weapons and stuff. That's it. That was it, literally. Then people liked the game, and so developers slowly but surely kept adding something new to the game. That's when it became popular, more and more popular, because they were also simultaneously learning from the feedback and changing the stuff based on what people say. Now, what I want to say is, I will also start small with something very simple that I can ship right away, which I believe is going to take me about a couple of months. And since I'm actually pretty new to game development, it's probably going to take me more like in the beginning, but the more I do of that, the less I'm going to spend time like later on to add updates and more stuff, if that makes sense. And I'm gonna slowly but surely keep adding more updates, but only if the game kicks off. Now, I believe that this game will definitely kick off, and the reason for it is because I came up with such a brilliant combat system and like game system in general. Seriously, like I have never seen anyone else doing it. Now, some people might say, developers might say that it's risky and that people will not like it because it is something that I've never like been seen before, and because of that, many people like they wouldn't want to basically try and risk it. But I will. I'm gonna take this risk, and I'm gonna make this game happen. Hope you enjoyed watching this video, guys. What I'm gonna say is, take care of yourself. Fucking bug is still here. Alright, remember, belief plus action equals correction.